Here recently, I have had 5 affordable dupe fragrances land in my collection, and I thought, why am I keeping these to myself on YouTube? I need to share them with you guys. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Aleisha Budget Beauty. My name is Aleisha. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, dupe fragrance videos, all sorts of fun stuff. So please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, real quick, some of you have already heard it. I'm bouncing room to room because our house was hit by tornadic winds, hail, and I just found out today it may take months to get our house repaired. So just don't be surprised if you see me just popping up in all sorts of places. My car, I did that for TikTok. Who knows where I'm gonna be, but you guys are just here for the fragrance. So let's go ahead and get into that. These 5 were gifted to me in some capacity, and I shared them on Instagram and TikTok. And sometimes I forget, oh shoot, like you guys probably wanna see these too. So let's go ahead and hop into these really affordable dupes. Okay, first up we have an Absar fragrance. This is Hassa, and it has this gorgeous, gorgeous packaging here. Bottle, really, really beautiful, nice and heavy. I have grown to really love Absar. I think it is a very reliable fragrance house and one of the cheapest out there typically. I will say I did only find this one, I think on Gift Express for $40 or $50. But you can find a lot of their fragrances on FragranceNet, sometimes for $15, also on TikTok sometimes. So this is supposed to be a dupe of Black Opium Red or Opium Red by YSL. I am notoriously, I don't know if that's like the right word, notorious, but I do not like Black Opium or a lot of the opium flankers. I've tried, you guys, I have tried to force myself. We do not jive. The patchouli that's in that and the other flankers, I don't get down with. It just really, really, really bugs me. I did kind of like the glitter. I still have it in my collection, Black Opium Glitter. That patchouli does wear off and I can tolerate that one. I wanted to love red, and I thought I really liked it when I tried it in stores like a year or 2 ago, whenever it came out. And then I thought, oh, that patchouli still really bugs me. So I skipped over it. And I will say there is patchouli in this. You can pick it out, but it is so much more toned down and just better balanced in here. I really do like this. This is like a wintry fall date night fragrance to me. You have that cherry, you have a little bit of tea in this as well that just kind of gives it a really cozy, soft herbal feel. You don't really smell tea very strong. It just kind of smooths things out with this soft herbal quality. And then you have that patchouli that's very subdued in the base, as well as the coffee. So this isn't bitter. It's not too abrasive. It's not too mature smelling. It is so pretty. This is elegant, classy, sexy date night. This is put on a red dress, a faux fur, wrap up in it and feel really elegant when it comes to those colder months. It's not so heavy that I feel like it's completely offensive right now in the summer. It just doesn't really necessarily reach its peak right now. This is going to be so beautiful come fall and winter, and it is an improvement over the original. I think it's only gotten better also in my collection. It's stunning. So if you are like me and the patchouli and YSL really bothers you, if you wanted to like Opium Red and you didn't, or if you don't want to spend the money, oh my goodness, Hassa is your alternative. I'm telling you, it's so good. All right, next up we have Ros de Sole Ecla by Riiffs. And bottle, you guys are probably already like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And it is, it's so pretty. I will say I have now testing out lots of fragrances and have so many in my collection. This is kind of a not a standard bottle, but I see this exact bottle across Middle Eastern fragrances. So I have one from Absar that looks like this. There is Andalib by, it's escaping me which Middle Eastern brand that one is, has this bottle. It just changes out the little pearly gem in the middle, but it is gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous, but I've come to find like it's not just Riiffs that has this bottle. But I fell in love with this fragrance, and I have said, and I still will say, it's my favorite mango right now. My favorite fresh summer mango. And I did have this in a reel where I said that in the reel and people were waiting for the review. So here it is. I have been asked if this is the same as Lattafa's Opulent Dubai. Both of these, or both of them, are duping God on Fire by Stephanie Humbert. So they have similar notes. Yes, it has the mango, it has the ginger. It's very fresh. It kind of has this oody woody base to it that is not too heavy. This is less on the ginger. I really don't pick out much, to be honest. I get very, very fresh, very smooth. It smells expensive. It smells very classy. It is not too sweet with the mango. It's smooth. It's very classy and elegant. It's not too sweet on the mango. The mango is done just right here. And I do really like the ginger in Opulent Dubai. I like it a lot. I think the ginger almost gives it a slightly more masculine touch, even though I think that is a pretty unisex fragrance. I think this one is slightly more feminine. It is so pretty and addictive, and it lasts, and it gives off a beautiful scent bubble. My husband was like, you smell so good. So this is classy, elegant summer mango in a bottle if you're looking for a much more affordable version of God on Fire. Okay, next up by Riiffs, we have Nure, and it does have a little nick on here. This is such a pretty bottle, but it has the paint did nick off on there, but that is okay. And I found these on Amazon. I wasn't sure where you really find Riiffs to purchase, but I did find them on Amazon. Everything in this video is under $50, so I think these are $30, somewhere around there. I love that it comes with a little stand because obviously the base of this is not going to sit anywhere unless you just kind of find a little nook for it, but it does come with a stand. So I love that. This also came in a box. I didn't keep it, but it's like a trapdoor box where, or like if you were to push on your library that you always see in those movies, and everyone always wants that secret trapdoor at the library, and it, you know, the books spin around and you're going down into a tunnel. That is how the box comes with this, which I think is really neat. And this, you guys, is a Bianco Latte inspired fragrance, but it is not exact. I think this is much even more milky. And there's so many dupes, you guys. There's endless dupes of Bianco Latte, right? This is the most milky of all of them, I think. It is so lactonic. It is so very sweet. I think so many people would love this who want that caramel, milky, sugar, just gourmand lovers. This is your dream. I mean, if you're someone that's like, I love Bianco Latte, I love the other dupes, but I want even sweeter, milkier than that, then I think this one is that. It's almost, it is a little too sweet for me, although I got it dead of summer. So it's not the right season for this. I cannot smell this sweet right now. Maybe come fall and winter, I will like this more, but it's done very well. It's very strong. Like I said, beautiful bottle, so much cheaper than Bianco Latte. And Bianco Latte is one of those I see so much fighting about. You know, people say it smells like tires. Other people say it's the best fragrance that was ever created. Some people say it lasts for an eternity. Some people say it doesn't last on my skin. All I can tell you about this is I don't get a tire smell. I think this one does last, and it is strong, and it is like a tad turned up even on the milky sweetness. So if that sounds good to you, highly recommend. All right, next up I have this little guy here that is So freaking cute in this little bottle. This is Moriah Fragrances, a brand new brand. This is Lion of Judah, Mighty King. So little gold guy here. It came in a set. It was gifted to me. And I filmed a TikTok with my son because my son Dash is a lion fanatic. He will, mark my words, he will have a lion tattoo on his back one day. Like, we already know it. We're prepared for it. He's almost 10. He even asked one day, like, I was joking, and he was like, wait, can I get a lion tattoo? I was like, no, not yet. So he's a lion fanatic. I saw someone review the large size of this on TikTok, and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't even care what it smells like. It's a lion, and he loves gold too. I was like, it's a golden lilac. That's what we call him in our house. I'm going to get that for him. Literally the next day, the box shows up on my doorstep, sent by the Fragrance King on TikTok, and the set was in there. So he ended up reviewing it with me, and it was super, super cute. And I was so surprised how good this smells, you guys. This is an Angel Share dupe. Maybe not identical. It kind of is Angel Share meets Camera. And as we all know now, Camera is not an exact dupe of Angel Share either. And it's kind of just a blend of the two of them. From far away, it's going to smell like either or. Up close, you can kind of distinguish some differences. This does not smell cheap. And a full size, I believe, 100 mils, 30 bucks. And if you get the set, if you get it off TikTok, at least right now, it's $24.95 for the 3 for this size. If you get the full size, it's 30 bucks. So I think if you get it on their site, it's a little bit different. But this smells so good. This one has the cognac, the cinnamon, apple, I think maybe nutmeg in there. I think there's dates, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe there's not. Maybe that's the other one. But this smells so good. It smells so good and expensive. I mean, from far away, you would not know the difference. And I was very, very surprised. So if you have a lion lover in your house, or I made the TikTok kind of around that set of 3 was perfect for young boys just starting out because they smell good. You don't really want your kids to get cheap fragrances and smell bad. It's inexpensive and it's fun for them and they smell amazing. So if you're looking for a good kind of Camera, Angel Share-ish type of fragrance, the Lion of Judah, and this is Mighty King. All right, last one. This one was recently sent to me by L'Oriental Fragrances, and the box is beautiful. This is, so there's L'Oriental, and then I think they have little sub brands. This is Night de Paris, and this is Fiori. So gorgeous, gorgeous box. And inside here is the presentation. So this one, all right, I had no idea. They just said they were going to send me something. I didn't know what it was going to be. And it was actually a wholesale distributor sending me a fragrance, and I didn't have any idea what brand or anything. So when I got this out and smelled it, by the way, bottle is nice and heavy. Love the red kind of ombre. I got this out and smelled it, and I was like, Baccarat. It's another Baccarat. And I kind of rolled my eyes just because I do get sick of the Baccarat DNA, and I used to love it. And because there's so many dupes out there, and I've either purchased them not knowing it was going to be a dupe or been sent them, that I'm like, I kind of started to not even really love how it smells, or some of them are done kind of in a really cheap way that just smells bad to me. I will say I was surprised I was enjoying this so much. This is done very well. I don't think it's quite as sweet as Baccarat. I think it is missing the actual sugar note in it. And it's very smooth. There's caramel added in here, and it doesn't smell like caramel, but I think it gives it a smoothness. So it takes off a tad of sweetness, smooths it out a little bit, doesn't smell as medicinal, and it's a beautiful saffron, mossy, kind of date night alluring fragrance that I'm like, shoot, I actually really like this and I will wear it. So I do highly recommend it. And they sent over a sample too. This is Intenso. I believe this is a dupe of a Zherzhoff. I cannot remember which one. It's in a purple bottle. I've never smelled it. It's a men's fragrance, I think. I think it's unisex, but I think it's mainly men, masculine leaning. I fell in love with this. Oh my gosh. This, I kept smelling it, and I'd rather smell it on a man. I'm going to spray it on my husband, but I kept smelling it and thinking, this is sexy. This is so good. And there was something about the two of them together, because I kind of sprayed them accidentally on top of each other, but it was going kind of back and forth like, wow, wow, this smells so good. So I would actually myself wear these layered together. By the way, this is a violet leaf, kind of spicy, floral, and it's very smooth. It's very sexy, you guys. I think men, come on. This is really, really good. I really like this, but I mean, like I said, I will pair these together for myself. So this brand obviously does dupes. They do them very, very well, very affordably. I think this is 30 bucks. Amazon, do recommend it for sure. But that is it, you guys. Those are my 5 dupes that have recently come into my collection. All 5 I highly recommend. Really, really impressed. Don't think you really need to pay for the originals. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know if you've tried these brands or if you're planning on picking these up. I thank you so much for watching. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping, and smelling fabulous.